Nko. Allah Baraka. Thank you. We are ready to roll. Today is again another Sunday. A beautiful Sunday. Binto Media Network. We have a little bit of trouble with the connection, and we apologize being late. Ali Mbalali, but the team is here. Ali, our connection or sometimes from Gambia is not easy, but we apologize. We are up again. We will have a serious conversation. This is it. This is it. It's campaign night for the entire 4 parties today. Hopefully, hopefully, they will survive me today. So, Mbemobe, welcome, la. I appreciate each and every one of you. We have the entire team. Some will be logging in and out, but no problem. As far as we can hear their voices, we will appreciate that. Okay? Hey, who are those in the house? GDC, Gambia Democratic Congress. If you can look up there, our brother is here, Mr. Dodou Ndow. This is not his first time, and we call him brother. You are appreciated again. We appreciate you. We the poor Gambians, the grassroots, we are down here again. Free service, okay? We have a brother here, right there. That's Mr. Lamin Demba. Brother, you are welcome. Lamin is part of that party. It's called National Unity Party, NUP. So today will be his first time, and I'm just amazed. I am so glad I have him too. Don't you want to hear anything about them? We want to hear everything and anything he can offer for us today, right? Then we have somebody down here. The incumbent is right there, Honorable Saikou Marong of National People's Party. Nko, Sotale, Alkana worry, Kexx will be here, hopefully. Yeah, he's on the campaign trail, and if he have connection, he will join us. So we will have a serious conversation today. I cannot waste any more time. Allah Baraka, everybody is welcome here. As usual, I'm just gonna say this one time. If you are a keen follower of this platform, all we demand here is our legacy. The legacy that we want to leave for our children, our grandchildren, which is the respect. So let us respect all horomoni mbunyale bija. Mafo na gesol mu woli yollet. Nge sambana ne molle ibela kato dangole kela. So I'll say horomali e bunya. They will be here with us. Be time delayla and they will talk to us. Allah barak. Good day, everybody. Mbali Tilinyana. Ndow?
Hello.
Yes. You are welcome once again to Binto Media Network. You are welcome. I know we don't have enough time. We wasted most of our time that you will be leaving us pretty soon. We just want to see you and you say something about GDC. But first of all, I will give you guys a chance to say hello to the grassroots, our people, our community here. You are here. We will give you the maximum respect. And so you are welcome. You can say hello to our people.
Good evening from my end. I am Mr. Dodou Ndow, GDC Diaspora Public Relations Officer. I am glad to be here tonight once again from my end, and of course you on the other side of the wall. I do a special greeting, obviously, to the Honorable Saikou Marong, obviously as representing the President today, and my colleague here, Lamin of
Demba.
the NUP. I hope, like you said, we will have a very fruitful and considerable conversation as progressive young Gambians looking forward to a prosperity and progressive Gambia that we all aim for. So I greet you once again, Binto. Thanks for the invitation.
Thank you. Thank you. Marong.
Yes.
Marong be kontona, and you are welcome Koteke Tentungeje for coming back. You are the incumbent. Lafteni mole nyo konton jandim be continue la kachala.
Well, thank you very much. But it seems that our background was also in the environment. Well,
ila side lem. Ila side lem. You can go ahead. You log back in. Please. Nisa log back in no. Nindaw you continue. Mr. Ndow.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to congratulate the GDC. Okay, the nomination has come and passed. And we have seen that your candidate has qualified and passed that exam.
Yeah.
What are the preparations that GDC have right now? And what do you have for the Gambians?
Thank you very much, Binto. Yes, the GDC has successfully passed the nomination as all the requirements were met. And we thank all the executive of the GDC, also particularly the leadership of the GDC for their obviously hard work in this. And we thank obviously all the Gambians for their support around the world. Yes, besides the nomination, the GDC has got a lot. Obviously today we started our campaign trail as well to go through the North Bank region of the Gambia. We have a lot for the Gambia. People always tend to put GDC on the defensive side, of course, you know, like always confrontational in terms of why GDC this, why GDC that. However, I want to say to you that it is the GDC that has launched its manifesto as the first political party to launch its manifesto for this election in August 2020. And in this manifesto, in August 2020, when we launched it, we talked about the reform and the strengthening of the institutions that was first priority of the manifesto, section number 1. And on this, we talk about the civil service, we talk about the reform of the security sector and tax administration reform, I mean, the increase of community safety and security. We talk about all that in our section 1. We talk about diversity, inclusion for all Gambians, which is much needed. And one of the most things that we need in the Gambia at the moment is inclusivity among all people of the Gambia as Gambians. And this is also to develop a system of equal opportunity. So empowering youth and women for future development. And also we have the involvement of the civil society organizations and all the stakeholders in the democratization process. So we've talked about section 3, comprehensive health sector, where we have 0 to 5 years from a pregnant woman to 5 years of a child, free medication, and over 65 years adult, male, female will have free medication. And we want to have a major hospital in every region of the Gambia. You know, you take Brikama like an example, a town like Brikama, there is no major hospital. So they have to go all the way to Banjul. So all these things is in our policies and our programs. And number 4, we talk about quality education services across the Gambia. I mean, every child should have free access to education till level 12, and also, of course, to the higher level, depending on, obviously, the performance of the child. But very accessible education, lower level education, and very high standard lower level education. We've also, in that regard, we have the teachers development program to because we understand that before you can have a good education, you have very good teachers. Good teachers program, motivation, good payment for them, good allowances, for them to be able to teach our children and our sons and daughters well. So Section 5, we talk about environmental protection and degradation, and responding to climate change, which is again one of the key issues in the world. As you can see, this week just ended the COP26, which all these leaders of the world met in the UK here in Glasgow. So Gambia has a lot to contribute in that, and we have good expertise, good experts who are always working in this regard to help responding to climate change, particularly the African part, and Gambia is no difference to the participation regardless of its development status. If you look at all that we have, I mean, in the manifesto, these are all things that the GDC have in this manifesto, launched in 2020, and this is only 5, out of the 10 that we have. Economic development is there, local governance autonomy, which is one of the key things that we need to make sure that our local governance are also autonomized for them to be able to develop their local regions to an extent whereby government will not be involved at all in their exercise. Of course, policies will be from the central government, but we all know in all developed countries, local governance must be autonomized in their own autonomy to be able to be more productive and develop their local areas. Because one cannot be in State House in Banjul and understand the problems of those in Jimara or those in Salikenye. So it's difficult. So you have to leave that council, give them all the necessary means to run what they need for their people, where the government can subsidize as they innovate at that level. So we've also talked about coordinated civil international organizations, international embassies, the Gambians abroad to be involved, to be part of the development for Gambia, because $29 billion is 2020 was remitted to the Gambia by diasporans. They are key to our economic development. They are key to our national development. And we have to find a way of including them in the national development by using their expertise, their resources, using also even their investments by creating what we call the Diaspora Investment Fund. The GDC is the first to initiate the Diaspora Investment Fund, which means that people can be in the diaspora and invest in the Gambia, whereby the state will employ or get some enterprises who will run those people's finances and give them their bonuses or their their money back as every 6 months or every year or whatever contract they have, while their capital investment is still holding up the economy. So many diasporans will be very interested in that, and also encouraging them to come home and work and be facilitated in the beginning, first 3 years, first 5 years, to have a good home with their families, depending on their level of expertise, and be involved. Because to have a proper change in any country, you have to have new minds, new brains, and people need to come in and, of course, be welcomed and be part of it. Today, for example, we have loads of experts in the Gambia, Gambian experts across the world, who cannot be even a National Assembly member. It is sad. I mean, you see a country like Sierra Leone, for example. Recently, they have put a law in place to say that people can be National Assembly members, even though with dual nationality. Those in the diaspora cannot be Secretary of States in the Gambia. Most of them have now dual nationality. Those are all things that our national development plan should be included in, and for Gambians abroad to be able to play their part in the country. And last but not the least, I mean, information and their development. We see today how the mobile phones are expensive. Today, right now, people in the Gambia, they are finding it so difficult to connect. And I feel sorry for them as I'm sitting here. I mean, my Wi-Fi, as soon as I connect into you in the US, it was straightforward. But you can see how they are struggling. And it only happens in the Gambia, not in Senegal, not in other countries, but Gambia. Why? And we have good networks, good mobile networks there who cannot even provide proper services. And this is where government comes into control, encourage competition, give chances to those who can do it to be able to do it, not to be monopolized by a few people. So Binto, this is what GDC's got. And we believe, we also plan to have a road from Banjul to Airport Junction, bypassing the coastal road, bypassing the Westfield, because that's where the congestion is, and that has been there for almost a decade now. I mean, nothing has been done. It's getting worse by the day. It's getting worse by the month. So these are all part of our programs and policies that the GDC launched in 2020. I don't know why the media, of course, do not engage in these things, do not talk about these things, do not ask the question on these things, but they tend to focus mainly on the incumbent and maybe few political parties. But of course, that is their choice. But I think as far as democracy is concerned, we need to give equal opportunity to everybody.
That's what we are. That's why we are here. I wish you have enough time today, because I'm about to tie you all up. Okay.
Thank you.
But anyway, one time we have a caller on our program. He said those policies you went through, many political parties, their policies seems to sound the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So now my question is, what can the GDC offer than the other parties can?
Well, first of all, yes, the policies and programs can be the same, but also obviously the
Okay, let me make it this way. What will make a GDC government stand out, or a GDC political party stand out right now at the moment for the Gambians?
GDC at the moment is the only political party in the Gambia that can work with any political party in the Gambia, that have peace with every political party except the NPP. Even the NPP, we have peace with them. It's only that we cannot work with them as government. But GDC is the only political party in the Gambia who have no issue with any political party. So it stands in the very, very strategic position of unifying the Gambia to be a peaceful nation, which is what we need. Among all the policies and the programs, the overarching issue that the Gambians need most also is to unify, to make sure the issue of tribalism, not only in ethnicity tribalism, but tribalism as in believe in your group, believe in your conservatism or your federalism or your liberalism. All these things needs to be put together to work as a unified government, unified nation, to develop the nation as one. So this is what GDC is the only, and I'm on air, I'm on record. As you can see, you can call out any political party you want. I can tell you that this political party cannot work with this political party because of issue A, B, C, D. So GDC is outstanding in that. And thanks to our leadership, thanks to Honorable Mama Kande for his special personality, that obviously, and the total executive of the GDC that has worked so hard in trying to make sure that we have peace with everybody. That's why we have this strategic advantage. Binto.
Okay, thank you. Let me have Marong in.
Thank you.
Honorable Marong.
Yes, Binto.
Yes. You heard. So yes. Come on. Okay.
Well, I think Binto, at the end of the day, am I echoing straight?
Yes, go ahead. If not, I will leave you on video and call you direct on your WhatsApp so you can be on the phone. Can we do that instead of the echo? Huh?
Okay, you can do that. Then it's okay.
Yeah, let me call you on WhatsApp. While you speak on the phone, just leave the video on, if you don't mind.
All right.
I will mute it. Yes. Let's mute it. Brother Ndow.
Yes.
There is another issue Gambians are complaining about. We have seen the non-alliance join the GDC.
Yeah.
Our question is, Gambians are saying that Jammeh's involvement in the Gambian politics is further dividing the Gambians. Did your party know that?
Well, that is obviously scaremongering. of the Gambians, of course, some of the political parties who feel very insecure, and obviously knowing the political capital that the APRC have got. However, I just want us to go to the process of legality rather than the process of morality, because as we know, the reason why President Barrow is still dead until today is because of he based his argument on legality, constitutionality, 5 years mandate. So I would then focus on that side rather than moral side, because obviously moral, I don't think, can fit in this discussion as far as the state is concerned, and most of the things are based on law. First of all, in the Gambia, President Jammeh is no one's prisoner at the moment. No one has ever taken him to any court of law. He is free to talk to anybody in the Gambia. There's no restriction. He is a president. He was taken on exile, of course. While he is abroad, now the incumbent have to, whoever is in charge of the Gambia has to make some arrangements with him for his return or for his banishment. So all this thing has to be based on paper and legality. Now, for the NPP as the political party, they were the first to formally, and as we stand now, they are the formal alliance with the APRC, because they said at the IEC it's them that are there, and they are the one that has formal alliance with the APRC among other political parties. So, but the people of the APRC, that tells you that the president do not obviously worry about anything else. He's the one that set up a TRRC. We did not set up a TRRC. He's the one that set up a Janneh Commission. We did not set up a Janneh Commission. And he is the one that went for this APRC voters because of their whatever percentage they got from their leadership and their voters. Now, if that is the case, some of these voters said, no, we cannot go by with him. After everything that happened over the course of the 5 years, we are not going to vote for President Barrow. So we want to call ourselves no to coalition alliance. And they convinced their party leader to go and support another party of their choice. I don't know what the problem is with that, because there's nothing illegal in that. If the president can do it and nothing happens, and he's the one who did all these things I've mentioned before, the TRRC, the Janneh Commission and all that. So I don't see why the GDC cannot welcome those who have their voters card, where you know that every card of the APRC matters to every political party in the Gambia. Nobody will dare say to them, no, don't bring it to us. Keep your cards. No one will dare say that. So it's a matter of animal farm now. Some people can have it, but some cannot have it. It's a matter of why is Yahya Jammeh not a Gambian? Is Yahya Jammeh not a political party leader? Has he not got people who believe in him and believe in his leadership, and they have their political capital that any Gambian political party would welcome at this moment? So what is the problem? Okay. And this is why I think sometimes they just go subjective and emotional without always concentrating on the matter. It was the incumbent, the President Barrow and his government, who, if they have done what they're supposed to do, maybe if Jammeh was in prison, for example, by now, we wouldn't be talking Jammeh taking a telephone call to a people. We wouldn't be talking about APRC having a formal alliance with the NPP. But President Barrow's failure, obviously, has also contributed immensely. And I can say is the sole contributor of all this. So now, why are they blaming other people? Why are they blaming the GDC or any other political party for that matter? Binto.
Okay, thank you. Let me get Marong on the phone. And Marong.
Yes, Binto.
Yes, Marong, connection is a problem, so I'm apologizing to everyone here, but Ndow will not stay long with us. So after he leaves, maybe your video will allow you to join me, okay? And
well, I think I'm so much interested for Ndow to listen to what I say, because I think from today Ndow will join NPP. That's
okay. Go ahead. The line after is open for you. It's right here.
Okay, Mr. Ndow, thank you so much, and then Binto, thank you for giving me this opportunity to share a platform with Mr. Ndow, my brother. Lamin Demba of NUP. It's unfortunate you say Kexx is unavailable.
Yes.
Well, you're talking about, yeah. I heard Mr. Ndow talking about their manifesto, that's their program of GDC. And he talks about providing a free healthcare to children under 5. That's when they become when they have a when they form a GDC government. That's what they're going to offer. But just to tell Mr. Ndow that as I'm speaking to him right now, as we are doing this program, National Health Insurance Scheme is already passed at the Gambia here under the able leadership of His Excellency President Adama Barrow. And if you look at it, you look at the section 35 of it, you look at the section called exemption to the contribution. I'm telling him that section 35 1A is telling you that children under 5 years of age is free. They are exempted from paying anything in the Gambia here, as of now, because the bill has already been passed, and then the president will just assent to it, and it becomes a law. If you look at B, it's telling you that person in needs of antenatal, delivery, and postnatal healthcare service is going to be provided for them free of charge. Because he said when they come to government, this is what they want to do. Well, I'm telling you that we are already doing it. All right. So that's why I say from this program, maybe Mr. Ndow will join NPP. And it went further also to say that a person living with mental illness, as defined in the regulation, will also be exempted. They are not going to pay anything. A person classified by the minister responsible for social welfare as indigent, when you say indigent, means for those who are very, very poor, it's going to be a free healthcare system for them in the Gambia. And then also you talk about category of different able persons determined by the minister. Depends on the type of the problem that you have. And then the pensioners are going to be provided free healthcare. And also person above 65 years of age is going to be free. So this is why I say that I'm so much interested. When I heard Mr. Ndow talking to me about their manifesto, what they want to offer, free healthcare to children under 5, well, Mr. Ndow, we are having it. And the bill is already passed at the level of the National Assembly. It will be assented by the president very soon, and it becomes a law. So right now we are having it.
Okay.
And then he also went for that. Hello.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is Mr. Ndow with me?
Yes, he's listening.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
Mr. Ndow, you listen. Okay, right. Mr. Ndow went further to talk about diaspora, the investment that they're doing, the amount of money that they're sending. And also, I just want to inform him that come on the 18th of this month, we are sitting on a bill called Capital Market and Security. A capital market and security is going to provide opportunities to people like Mr. Ndow, Binto, you yourself, those who are not here, and you wanted to invest in your country. And also, it's going to give an opportunity to a young one like myself, those on the streets, to give them a loan. That will take a longer period. For instance, they can have access to loans like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million that you can service within the period of 10 years, 20 years, 15 years. Depends on how the negotiation that you're going to have with those people. And also, this is going to open a gate for the investors to come in the country, because we all know it's not all in the Gambia, but in the whole of Africa, you don't expect government to provide, like, for instance, 90% of the job or 80% of the job. What government can do, and what this government is doing right now, as I'm speaking to you, is to create a conducive environment for the private sector to do well. And it's that private sector that we expect to provide jobs for the Gambians. So we have that one in our agenda. I'm not telling you, like, this is what I always tell people, Mr. Ndow and any other guy, those who are listening to me. I always say this in Mandinka. I think you should accept. I think these are reasons President Adama Barrow, people like Mr. Ndow to join me, to support Barrow and give him a second chance, a second time in office. Not only that, he talks about the internet.
Yes.
Just inform him that back in late 2018 to 2019, a $25 million loan project was agreed between Gambia and then the Exim Bank of the Gambia, China, that are going to provide internet. And then they are on the project. The process is going on. You go to Gambia right now, you apply the internet. You find out that it's cheaper, and sometimes it's even better than this one that we are using. So Gambia is keeping up. They are coming. And one thing we want people to understand, let's understand that, look, we were in a dictatorship for the past 22 years. And we don't expect everything to be just perfect within these 5 years. That's not possible. Our healthcare sector, education sector, and whatsoever that we talk about. And you talk about education also as well, which is it's a key. Because what we have to look at right now, every year, how many kids are graduating from high school, University of the Gambia, Gambia College. Those are key. But what we are trying to do, what this government is trying to do, is to look at the curriculum that they are teaching at schools, review it, change it, whereby we have some technical subjects, woodwork, metal work, electrical, and all those things. By the time you have started that one at grade 6 or grade 7, you spend like 6 years on these technical subjects. When you graduate from grade 12, you will be able to do something for yourself. And then the government of the Gambia, as I'm speaking to you, is thinking along that direction, and they are reviewing that one.
Okay.
So, Binto.
Go ahead. Ndow would like to respond. Ndow?
No, that's
all right. Thank you very much, Honorable. I've heard what you said. My only concern is, of course, yes, the similarity, but we are the first one to bring out our manifesto in August 2020. And you know very well that some of the people who were involved in our projection, obviously in our policy committee, some of them obviously left the GDC to the NPP, sorry for NUP. I would say, if you told me this like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, then I would be impressed that, oh, you guys are working hard. But as it has already come out, after I put out my plan and you telling me that, oh, the law has been passed, we could have been passed 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So that tells me a different story. However, if you can direct me where I can go and find your manifesto, because I know there was a national development plan in the beginning of your administration back in 2017, 2018. And of course, that national development plan did not go well. No one talk about it nowadays. A lot of money has been spent in developing it, and it was a brilliant document. I read it from page 1 to 200 and something, and I believe that it was a brilliant document if implemented. So then again, is it an issue of just writing or implementing? And we can all see your administration may want to do a lot of things, but unfortunately, the capability is not there to deliver it. And that is one of the reasons why we believe that, of course, not only in the side of the administrators, but also the side of the leadership, because governance is very complex, as you know, and we have the National Assembly also, who are also not in the best position at this moment to deliver the best policies and best laws for the Gambia at the moment. And why is all that? You also have the judiciary, which is even better at the moment, because that is the only arm of government that is doing best and interest of Gambians at this moment, rather than the best interest of incumbent. That is why some cases, sometimes people are losing, sometimes administration is winning. So I think I want to believe then that we just need to be very honest to ourselves if we want to develop ourselves and develop a nation. President Barrow and the NPP, their formalization and their process, and up to where they are now today, to be honest, I have no problem against any NPP member as a person, but I have a big problem with NPP from their formalization, from their 3 years, from their setting up, from governance, and all these political things that are going on in the Gambia today. No one is the problem. No one causes it apart from NPP. And sometimes I know we push it to other political parties like the UDP. Of course, there's nobody here representing them to defend that. However, I would not blame them in any of these things, because it is NPP that has the sole responsibility. President Barrow who had the sole responsibility from 2016 to now, and we have seen everything like insecurity in the societies. People, I had people talking about security threat, and I think it's even one of the talking points that Jammeh's involvement in Gambian politics could be a security threat. Security threat in what form? Jammeh left Gambia 4 or 5 years ago, and he hasn't been involved. And how many deaths do we have? How many attacks do we have? How many burglaries do we have? How much crime has increased? So that is, I think, more of a security threat than Jammeh speaking on the phone to his people. We just need to be realistic here. But then again, for political capital, political gains, people will come up with different tactics. But that's not impressive for us. What is important is Gambia needs to move forward. Okay. And Honorable Marong, if I have to work with you in 20 years' time somewhere in a different setting, then so be it. I don't have a problem with you, and I don't have a problem even with President Barrow as a person. But I strongly believe that President Barrow cannot take that country to where we expect it for. So I will listen to your comment, and then obviously I will leave because I have to.
Maron, are you there?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Before he leaves, then you log back in.
All right. Let me go on.
No, talk to. You can respond to him before you go.
Yeah, I can do it here. I moved. Okay. Mr. Ndow, thank you so much. Mr. Ndow talked about the NDP.
Okay.
And also he talks about NPP. How is it from my end?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
You can hear. All right. He talked about NPP and also he talked about NDP. And also said that President Barrow didn't have what it takes to lead this country. Well, what I want to inform him is that there is no single sector in this country. There is no single sector in the country that this government, and then also let us not remind ourselves, NPP just came in effect in late 2019. That's when we have NPP as a party. We are not having NPP as in government. What we have is a coalition government. I think we need to understand that one.
Okay.
All right. If you look at the NDP that he said it just really what it reasons a failure. I'm telling him that, let us research. Let's ask questions. I can tell him that NDP was a big success in this country here. In the area of health sector, education, women empowerment, youth empowerment, agriculture, all those areas. There is no single area that you say that, yes, all of them are not, we didn't have it as we wanted, like, we didn't have it at 100%. But at least in any sector that you go, you find out that NDP, if you look at the NDP, and you look at the, how would I put this in? You look at how NDP is operated and the success story of NDP, you find out that at least 70 to 80% have been met, targets have been met. I think Gambians need to understand this.
Okay.
So saying that the NDP is a failure, I didn't agree on that area.
Okay.
And then saying also that President Barrow cannot rule this country, I think that is just that. I don't even just go to that area. I don't even talk about that.
Okay. What
because
about
I know very well
where people are saying that Jammeh involving in our politics today is a threat to the country? That's what he said. So what do you have about that? That's what Gambians are saying.
Well, I am telling you, Binto, this country is secured and it is safe for everybody.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what happens. The securities are alert, and then they are doing their job.
So Jammeh can continue.
Well, anyway, that just depends on. I'm not the one responsible for the security sector or whatsoever.
Okay.
But I know the securities are looking at it, and then there will not be any threat.
Okay.
Nobody, no individual will be allowed, to bring something in this country that we will not accept. Okay.
Please, if you can go ahead and log back in for me. I guess it's just gonna be you and me, and then we can do it in local language. And now we have to go to work. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much,
Maron, try to do the video, please. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
we will have you. We will have you back before the elections, inshallah.
Well, no problem. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We were late coming in. That's why your entire time was consumed.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Marong, and thank you, Lamin.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Marong gonna log back in. Mr. Marong, is a do not know on video.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm trying to log in.
Okay. Hopefully. Connection in the Gambia is a bit difficult today. Even the NUP Lamin Demba is gone. I cannot have him back. So ali a person sotonyenil maron nebe kachake la jang NPP. Al mbelaino yelela nimmobe kacha. He's having an issue. Mbatunge bon the telephone. Let me get him out. But anybody can call. You guys can start calling. The number is there. Janimbe Maron Sotola is settled. I've seen some few calls. It's all about politics. Ngake discipline. We don't want more calling Kenanjang. You will be blocked. Our number is at the bottom there, +1678 3900 Connecting from Gambia is not easy today. So you guys can call and we can continue with our conversation while Maron try to log back in. You can call. What do you guys say about the 6 candidates? What make who stand out? Aliya calling Kenang. Actually, I'm a mansa jamalang among the 6. Killing a betombon. It's not gonna be 2 or 3 or 4. It's just one person out of them. So they qualified, which is okay. We have a caller here. Hello, caller.
Yes, salam
alaikum salam. Todi Mado. Abdullah, it's a dunna no maron fela ba track and kadunna bismillah. It's a brimintin.
So maroman okay abaraka ba ke bo mbe ñu la diam moy kan nga daris maron aning daw.
Ha, adunta na sai.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Nga maron na diam moy nga mara afango be moy kan
ha adunta nan abe moy kan.
Yeah, thank you very much. Ngala fenkol mo la manifesto la même for comme yal il a plan on nim fenkol ten and other things like yal. Actually, that after me follow because ako it all the development ni min nat nanga nim fenkol to yal. Actually I think Gambia nimba katala nga cool for mole dang yal nga katala nga cool for mole me ko exactly me ko bimbe ke kan na bankot actually. No matter the way until we are far, but we balong kami mimbeta makan na bangko aning ujamalu stuff like others. So niko in security sectors actually more for the Gambia is not secured, but actually there are loopholes in the security system.
Okay.
For example, let me say a case. Just it happened the day before yesterday. It was told of my younger brother. They went with my nephew. They went to Basse where Nkotomal Jumol local in the Gambia, which in other way for that checkpoint at this the Senegalese military in this place. Why try to be tender for this if go dokol nim fengol be bota Gambia but still now they told dokol nim fengol be jindile ko moneketa ko because of euro lem so euro ko na Gambia ma euro so Senegal da male euro so and we ko pasukane e kamin fo ani ka fengo sain itani la doko emin san Gambia kaytol be fela senata ko yo bonni na Gambia la fe joro kan fenkol what are the ko mo problem tan fenkol
so niko security we are talking about jamme jamme la diamo
jamme
is it the right
jamme la dia
security threat
there is no threat.
Okay.
Look, there's no threat in this issue. Ngatonya for you. Yale munem problem. Ni jamme benu itol le support kaminga for security threat. They will not say there is security threat in this occasion.
Okay.
Ngaku that from man jamme support man la fi jamme I involved na because his influence I would agree to it. But ko alanin diama be security threat because if there is security threat, I think modo mi nendro la mi be other threat. Those are more threat than jamme.
Okay.
Maybe there will be something and something in the country.
Okay.
And the other thing, Fanang, I had him saying, yeah, we are from dictator. We don't expect something to be everything to be okay within this short period. Actually, let us agree for the sake of argument. Oh, yeah, we are from dictatorship. But in that dictatorship, what were things that we are going through that dictatorship? What if we see from recently? Because we have seen the educational system.
Okay, so actually, left Nimaro Yakacha a little bit. Janimbelaino and finally.
Okay,
thank you for your contribution.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Marong connection will be there. I am disappointed to be back. Marong.
Yes.
Marong be connection or disappoint be back. I left nga kachaka follow Janimbelaino elela. Call us all limba. At least one thing for two things. Yakacha start about ngakachasta lufta ngakacha ke kaitandi Gambia no lamuna atin na nyanta kartedi la President Barola ila jebe eko kanne yeah
well science and knowledge is it okay?
Yeah, it's a
Well, Binto, the reason I'm not careful with the Barola, prior lead for the next 5 years, I'm going to see the reason was your battle. Oh my God.
Bismillah, need a malabija.
Okay, and the reason only I see at a bakele, Nenga that can continue about no continue. But key among them, Ngam for no one connect and Bundaman ko Gambia Beba Kumbuka. Wo about address can. Muna nanko about address can ko National Health Insurance Scheme. Nga sotole. A past up divide motole, a bekele luati president Basaina, prior luati. Ni boto fana. In West Coast region, ni masa kunda operator ka lokta no do membe la ra wuli kile la keme lutala 1,500 hospital beds pour kalu. And then amanda go fanana ni masa kunda abe mol ma ko kan karam bunda to mi alanko dinno le puleta karawla ni ajibe no so sipal pula mi alanko no so bunda ay scholarship di mentara keme keme fula wo be pour dinno le ta karan ye famola yera do ko keno. Dr. Ulf for the first time in the history of this country, Gambia, most Akaran Gambia Jam, Cabinet Primary 1, 4 years specialized. Yemo Fara, ya operated from Bekala, saying Gambia, bring Adam Barona like introduce the jam. So,
It's a video fan. It's a video fan. It's a video fan. Yeah, ko audio. It's an audio. Ali Mbala, just be patient a little. Today is the connection is not favoring us. Maybe if we have more difficulty, I will just open the line. We have a conversation. Your views will be important. Marong. Okay, Marong Ibijer, go ahead.
Yeah. So, comment for what I'm going to say. Didn't know Sakaran Cabinet Private no school. Yes, specialized. For the get colleges, for the some doctor or Dr. Tipas very the Mabby say. Sakaran no Gambian for the Yami. Niboto. Yet an infrastructure development won't book up. But in that investment, you know, wall and co. Do women the king Gambia Mealum Koiko, Adam Takin. Be a big king. Ningam for a could have been to the world at a window for a good. Mola Gambia Masakundala won the panso. If I call it food, go play your whole cake.
Yeah, video in Bondiba. Okay. Emma.
Jani Masakundabina. Ngajela ko Gambia Masakunda watu. Karokari, 500 million collect revenue. But say, Karokari, 1.2 billion collect as revenue. Minko, the revenue la essentially over 100%, more than 100%. The revenue sector will ni pro fana. Yena teso bill gibe, TBLO gibe. TBLO. Last time speaking to you, I dropped it for 4%. Around 20 to 18% about be adopted. But near Jamaica, I can't remember from the TBLO drop economy local. What is the impact? Gambia Gambia will go more. Masakunda something can one go. Purka environment create the conducive environment Masakunda will create. Say, understand this Gambia. Not cutting Nakata. Not even be capitalized environment. Conducive environment can yami nan fa wona fa bari na ko kilim fa mbedi e ko kujam be ko bakaso da setale ko manu setale tulo setale
maro ngamra bidem be yam falele yeah isitano e kudo fenka internet o balantal ngamra be yam fale for today illa connection o man so yeah yakata mbe bulala ya
yeah
yeah, Mbewulala, thank you so much for trying. Yeah, connection or man song. And yeah. Line or mobe. Everybody's view is very important. Let's let Marong go because he's been trying.
Bintu, ngo ena for I fenkole use. I audio use. I want to video file.
Yeah, no trying. You have anything? Yeah. If I say yeah, it's a line or call now. +1
Nende
6
wala
7
kacha
8
fo
3
kanga
9
kane
0
mbal
0 5
mbe
3 9.
mbela kacha enjoy kane but
Yeah, be okay.
even for network on better.
Yeah, among sometimes I become favor back, but today was a great panel.
Yeah, it's okay.
But it's okay.
Fenko for a live Fenko button.
Yeah, you guys can call. You guys
anyway, yeah, mbe content na back yela katokele so it's appreciated.
Yes.
Ika kata back la.
Yeah, any contributions at all about?
Yeah, komenko yeah, mbe memfola reka mbe molu be content na la moy rabe. Njikita ko momo kanyi la moy asikeno banku dole mol fanan kala moy bar njikita ko majority mu Gambia no let. So first thing Gambia no sako funding kela politiko adunda moja mala majority kono momo e kamen support ite fe wole be right kan yo bar men ku mata rek funding kela banko men ku mata rek yaje ko ye peace maintain hanin na different sort of I think called to ideal to nga peace maintain kachal nin kasi ka kachanin ka kuma dimal fonyo wolma membang kamfani nyo kamfando ni kuma jawta o dada no la dunia balu kono fokatinya so kana emotion use youthful na ne hakki tu baba la point o nyintole because akada nyawnya mo worol lota bara akada nyawnya mo klindo na be sila so ni o mare sita wole be kala banko la president so ntolbe na jala ko o mari la siyo hanna ay sanji wili kilne keje wala hanna ay tili kilne keje na man fenke non tol ko ngadi stople akana dangonro akana fenke no pura to dia so banko bele kalus baro mari la salali ya ko sotle nyama so we kamen fole nga kafunyo la ngad banko do ku ni lefa banko eta ni media diamo ngatu sonkala ngatu kuma jol fala nyola umu kulati me alon ko binda ni ku ya warta baka ni ka banku dun damaje e kalo e folbe ko be banku kilun na kairo kuoto e ko be banku kilun dada kuoto e kata lorin media to e kanyonen ka kuma jawol fonyo e kanyola masibo fintindi kanyola malu ko fintindi be bintu ani ku ya ka wara baba kala nte fanan kanyo saba politiko la but kanyonen ni nga nen droje dawda ka be fintla ran ka boroto la
ka borele kay so
ka borre bi nte kun kilun fon nyanam fon hormolan mo kana ne media do sakonna alpha ngam fon ninko le nte fama mantra position nyinna yo nimbe president support la wala candidate support la mo nyana nyone na wala man jara wala yeah barka bako be mul be konton la please
thank you
you tol nga kiltoro
yamaro beteata kaira yamaro abeteata nyim politiko be nyamen last minute lem njay thank you mbelay no yelela I want actually a call kenan ali advice soto call I will be here for another 30 minutes left and nali kacha actually a fonte ngaka open line mobe a trial sometimes we are successful sometimes internet obuka song from home. But apart from that, there's no problem. Kununga so important rimba kenyundula nal tata na video to do maje nga analysis jamale keje call hold on nga analysis keje na news so minkata your vote your voice alsa jibeno is right there kununga sajo soto nga sajo baro lawyer nga luwal bondali nyoto citizenship nomination or minitata court anin daba na brothers a concerned citizen na kacha soto je nina brother fa jay jalo call a line or at the background of the tenkarim back
for awareness kan
back from so todi madu
no okay sir akulta
Binto
Omar lati
Omar Ibrimintin nang you are welcome to Binto Media Network. Be all the voice land.
Yes. Yeah, Binto, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm content about bo yenyi mol mi invite nang yal ne be cool ke jaba ke say woto kan mol yenyo kono. But the guy dan la ba ke la Binto kamino invite nam fanang ika kata fanang yal ne ika ku fo Gambia nol ma yal ko bimbe keri Gambia nol ma because Binto adimi batal nak be nyung ko kono be nyung al halol min kono Gambia tenti fana kana ka lo media fana yal ne ika ku fo media kono mi yal ko fo yal ne ko kamin fo kay be to dia nyino la dorong bare kamin fo Jamal Mantara Kiri. For exaggerate can never. Actually, is it this guy from NPP? Is it Marong Fonyadele? Marong, yeah. Other thing I can mention from the civil sector, me and in development. Actually, Barola government, Bida Sita for BTM, one complete a project wala soto wala the base market wo kola wo project ol be manke to la project ol wo be mo wandi project ol dum kay ko fenke wandi kunku banku len wo to la fenko le wolti but apart from wo project tije to le min lo anu kami afela akami foten ko yalne itol ha ngani ne plan itama min doku no sanji nani nim fenna ita ko wina wo doku la nyin curriculum ko no mana wo c'est possible no le bang
okay.
But nte bola fata Gambia no because the poor people me ko Gambia no me ko mi be bata kan ka buri tol no kan andi be fa kan yalla ka kuma fonde me ko matara keri nte bola fata molle.
Okay, so eco project I just want you to clarify Gambia no be la moy
wande kunku banku le ngaw jele baro fele just recent akatele university nat nang I just of recent allergies is it 2 days back akamin continent ay project min nat nang fa university fan continue la je e apoto mona yal no kay ifamo be jellal o kay hande dino me wulu fulo na wulu ta sama ne yanyin ka jumale wol nat na ba fulo jumale fa be non jele president for more than 25 years le mako
okay
aka university atala nat nang so yal ne o fo ko jelo be fala
okay
anu nga maron jele fala min nata nan science instead of ay kudol clarify aka ha ndo nga nyine soto lafta nyine nat la to nyala ay maron ko nga sokot kugil nato NPP man man seala fenkele be man seala coalition still update coalition o lebi hani fo bi but sen coalition o nyina nyaton ko mujmati barolem nga NPP da bondi je NPP o man si folo man seala to be siren o le nyini kan ila candidate o le barote but sen coalition o party o be mbije iman kudoku actually
so yamina mira nyin six candidate ol min be fintita tenting sai min qualified mina mila miro
ngami ndela miro to kay comme juma min bota nan diam le 550 tenting janin tebe dunda nan ay kuma kendol le foje yalla ni politiko be nyamin tenting abe Gambia ko le tema abe Gambia le kono ni loya dabo baro wala jwa itol mo six ko mo mi winta Gambia le winta Gambia amanke bandalan ko le winta fo wonte kon mbela nganyo mete wala kabanko yirwande kabanko samba nyato so it's very simple ngata itela idea minti ani ila manifesto minti yo natna yo campaign yo sel molie ngajube akende mabe damen kana jube ko bawonte nyinente bari ngot wala nyinente signoti wala nyinente penkote akende ma minti nata na bula wono kan ngarali wono kan wala vote ke woye I see I mola banko samba nyata bare the problem is ndebita mbem fango involve la evente bane nante o kan ngawole fol nte wala na mbuka involve political ba because itela all the network wala jelen ko fenko because ntano yente bane hani mujumalte be kelen la so nte so na yente bane wala na mbuka involve political ko
have a thick skin you have
actually
you have a thick skin
andum eka kuma kilim fono wala the language of politics is only understood by politicians and wala be caring ajube don other independent candidates most of them were criticizing baro be kumul foka be ile imanta bambu baro koma
political
wo molle melu sita non kabula wol na kan ka baro ne ngani ka wodol ne ngani fenkeron bi wolle so wala na ndol Gambia non nyanta nyaayel la kudol to bam because ni ko on the 5th ni ko ni adikla ko kari winter Gambia le winter mo be ntala candidate follow tente ngabe dame
ya declare because you are running late for endorsement
actually ma endo solo ndebe dame actually ma endo solo because mbita nga manifesto jube nga fen ko ngela plan jube
almost 2 years
no man
manifesto for la side iko
2 years imantara man ani bati yani de imantara ani binto imantara manifesto fo kan nonde mo bala interest la campaign kan no follow de man Gambia la interest follow je so de mo me Gambia la interest natin ba vote lete ani man le tan for side
because
mo me Gambia la interest natna
all right thank you
ila campaign wato yeah thank you very much baraka fa Binto bar be Gambia nol dan lang let's advocate for peace because Gambia mon tol talti badalan kote fintela nan kana Gambia dara molie let's advocate for peace.
Thank you.
Gambia mon bel tati to lafta dingole Gambia inherit me alan ko kayra Gambia le mamale min tun tole akende man lafta dingole wala inherit man la fi ning diversity ning ñoo nendrol nim fenkol be keri ngaw dingole o inherit actually and barka ba kay fanan lañu platform let us continue using it to advocate for peace for the Gambia even election and after election.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you very much.
You are free to call. I will be here for another 30 minutes. Allah number fele duma jang. +1 678 390 0539. Call. As a call in Kenang. What party you support? What do you want? Why do you want your candidate to be voted in? Open. The line is open. You can call. Gambian will be Lamoikan. It's just like na program on Kenya. Sometimes we fail. Yeah, connection all a quote. So, but all in all, actually, you can call nga kacha soto nga continue. There's no problem with that. Left afola le drong ko kunu nga sole ke nga Saturday sole soto sign. I can join on Saturdays. Nga analysis doronek election wala kuo mine be caring mine be on the ground nga reporter soto jele, so it's always open. I'll see on Saturday. Do not miss it. Hello caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller to the madam.
Yes. Nke mwele? Nka mwele?
Nka to the madam.
Safion drame.
Drame, Ibrimintina. Nageso.
Enembara, bake mbare muso.
Yes, Ibrimintina.
Enembara. Be la gesol be kontona be duale be embe duale fana yela platform e ba men katakan alama kontinela. Amen. Mbe men fola dal ntela candidate wolom the best.
Okay.
Wolom best menga lon ko Gambianolu ni felta this year pour ka carte keso diala. Gambia amanke ko abeta dinko damma kono de abeta bale kono.
Okay.
Mbiri sin dan di la mi alon kon la candidate wala carte nyanta fayla wala
ila candidate mo jamal to follow
Halifa Sallah.
Okay.
Kabrin 10 and 11 April 10 and 11 problem ol be Halifa Sallah damale fintita.
Okay.
Politician ol be kono la Kabrin coup d'etat keta 1994 Halifa Sallah damale balanta ka do ko ken juntal la parce que ko ale constitutionnel violate pour kana ka banko dingul koma kabring 96 election o botala Halifa Sallah ya lon ko ni sojorol pareta menna coalition o damma wala si wulindi no ay kato beke pour ka coalition o londi banko kan ka nyina doy ko fo mu me bela banko damma carte fay nabe nakan ka coalition ko le try fo itate reform bededa ye programme bededa ka fo menye na memorandum of understanding menga lonko asini banko falino completely kabra yaje ko mansakunda pareta ka executive power lelta ka kanyina wo memorandum of understanding na ako manyin fo Gambia no len kabrin data carte yi ni bulu wato men amman son kadunga kono la ka Gambia dingol jampa National Assembly unanimous motol nati wato menna ndela candidate le ketamoti menna anyinin ka kaje ko tonya nyim motol bota damen na nalma fontel manta kata kabiri be keno tala kadi National Assembly ko landela candidate ko alta banko mo la keno talon tano le bulu kadi mo la melalon ko de a little bit privilege de la candidate balanta nyimbela de la candidate le keta moti ko kabra dun ta politiko ko no animbi tema inena mamay ko bi ni scandal kari anene luati nya janne walla anene dun ta nyin ku karle ko no mengalon ko mo si bulu chodala ka fo ku kendente ndela presidential candidate le keta moti mengalon ko tele school lo ñakoy yow school lo sera kunda kono la yes ay school lo le pour drop out sumutundil mela alon ko e ka finti walle ka harje school kono ni ke bay school kono halifa sallale keta moti menga school lo training school lo sera kunda kono la menga alon ko karlam masimul bang ni sor la so musol ka sorol mel ke bang e training muso men train woto muso men sera kunda marché to bi menga alon ko ibe opportunity soto wo training school is thousands ndela candidate o e wokela Gambia kono ndela candidate o kabring Adama Barrow ye cool commencé wato mina fendamma because he is a visionary leader ndela candidate o le ko nga nyaada le fali bar man system o fali bi melbe wuri na bi wollel bamuta Adama Barrow ko may kayen ko memorandum of understanding fay karala imu executive power leti yenna patio balundi bi wollel bi Adama Barrow banen kay be gamenol banen kay ni Adama Barrow be ñoo nenne be kumul fay la ñoo kan fo Adama Barrow ka hañi ka funti ka fo ko 3 years jutna kabri funti tan tele nga police sol bule tiaga so fay kan gamenol be turo bala adu ñin serious tale yalon Gambia ñina ka kendin na nka dictator create ya jambe be jolal nen ka wato menna man nin ko bebe deri nin ngatwa bulla hala ba dingol lo mani be ñola ngande mbe example le nata kande because nyin keta Gambia kono la kabra man din ko ne wato men nambe wulta ngake njawoti Adama Barrow findita ala rali kono ako nin karete keso karte fayo banta abe UDP dendilale ka trufa frem Gambia no nyanta nyin koto nyin kala le Adama Barrow nyanta funti lale ko koto fo mole ay mun min woti ka fo ka be UDP tru ntaman ke UDP koti num mala ke UDP win but bulo chodi UDP la ko abe tro banna wo ma ke democracy UDP nyanta so bay flale Gambia kono la ni ako abe UDP tro banna next abe political party jumale fanan tro banna mbe dictator le create kam vraiment mello adun Gambia no this is the last chance ka carte fay mo menga lon ko ala track record nin kala track record wala mo abalunya Gambia kono la mo be alo no ka abalunya senatale set ali fasalla keta mo ti menga lon ko ay londo sotole as do ko keno United Nation as keno millionaire atile awo be tuji yako Gambia no baluka nyamen ay balula wonyale ala campaign o jibe sera kunda kono wala West Coast na be campaign o laje dol kasi moto lo kono ya wulindi ibe bulo wulila molye ite desanto molbe duma ali fasalla be tama kanga singula aba bulo dum kam mol bulu Gambia no bulu kiling mbe bata men na fana mbo batale la be tama kanga sinna nyindol ni be moto kono la ibe bulo wulila molye atal bal singla tarobe bolalla albe ñoo takila albe kuranna itel be siri moto ko ne be bulo wulin la telen tan wote na tetel sotola kebe campaign la alifa salla bi tama kan asigole la do to do ka bulo dungal bulu ka futal man la bitki dalla nal fota halifa salla la presidency la this year gambe tata dinko damma kono de gambe be tala kolon le kono I have the best candidate for Gambian people doy ye minke ye best le tombon kadi Gambian la atusa Gambian la bulu silam alla carte keso albaka la mindo naldun ta carte fay sansan ko la IEC boxol nati wato men boxol ñil be kololom mota fa la ha kare crowd lo bondi wala boxol farim bandi nata wala be ganyela no that is rubbish sorry for the language boxol fen kana boxol bebe kolo yare ne gambenol tata gambenol jama tata ka carte keso ke boxol men kono wo boxol ka fa woto ni tebe siri la suko no mo kana ka fo ko Halifa Sallam mo kendo le tede Halifa Sallam sin banko sambano le de bari carte fayente parce que ante gagnela wo ba ita kanye tele no ko ite man fellon abe nani kanne parce que ite alon no ko Halifa le si banko sambano ite alon no ko Halifa le ka tonya fo ite alon no ko Halifa le sin banko bondino woto ni tata carte fay sansan ko la Halifa la kola abe halifa la boxo la kola be ko yiro mengalo yiri jaro mengalo yamu walla alla magi nale magi fatobo magi mungo nyin katara nyamen na sokola kola halifa la boxo be tarra wole nyama albetilo lolo tarla bala albala na talo tarla bala naldun talu box woro le tarla je malo folo IC la decision be kelamenti si e la court case to ma wolo bari sa inte même confirm ta wolo mo albe box woro le tarla je o box woro kono albe box kilim tarla je mengalo atela kola anin yiri sigira la kola la kamunu wala alla magi kesol la kola wala sokola kola alo la kamunu halifa la na talo be tarra bala tilo be tarra bala albal la karti ke sotala aliya ke wala kono la wala mu Gambia la Cairo ti sama mbe konto na bake mba fre assalamu alaikum abaraka mba musa
Allah ye campaign ke Allah tati yele so thank you so much abaraka ya abaraka kola sola kola kana ali kola moyle ay campaign kala candidate o yele minketa honorable Halifa Salat so atol fanambe alla patio candidate o alnanan campaign o la lanol beler albuka mo jamala kanyum platform o ji alhamdulillah rabbil alamin Gambia nol kanale ke la moy nyum platform o you know so wala na wato watinin natan kambulo lansi soton ka fale nga ala tentu nga ala soto atollum ala share aliya sindi mol nalbe Facebook aliyen follow nalbe YouTube aliyen subscribe number fele al campaign kala patie line be lar yele ringal yele +1 678 390 0539 +1 678 390 0539 aliye dunnan aliye kacha almol convince say nyo saba kute nyun kuoto de kamo convince abe karte di lele nyama wodoron ne benite nkana ke comfort ni aka comfort ita mola karte so aliye dunnan mbenyi line oli yelale I will try to do that because most sort of sign mo bebe busy ring Gambia le but mba try la len ka kacha mol sambana nyanka kacha bar nimma mol connect no albe yam fala len line o yela tol fon le dunna le dia atol ntana atollem atol be min be diaspora al telephone chika ali ya falla mol ko they have the right ye title a voice ye kuma the only way sa kuma no every 5 years la ibe jamale choose la wala mu carte fayot ya beke famma jiot analbe forum groupe le minito ali ya maro DJ momo e kamo sa fayno nyam ngaka kayra kono ay ban kayra kono ya marlo amman kolea ibe mi ya marla doro wodam kayrot adati wot ya foy ko ta kayra kono alla sate molu ali ya mar ndamallem tolla kanyo bade kanyo futu kanyo yaya ka ko be kenyoy ale yamar lodi ko sate molu ikana nyo ikana nyoba indoke kanake abe ko hormone mbunya ko ne talo lainol kola so alla lainol le ka kuntu mbuli jam al continue call kala al try al be dunna non isaje ko na badia na nyobade na nyo futuo na nyo kulio as a continent yo kolal felebe dunkan nan hello line on lebe online line o kadunga ka fin hello kola
hello assalamu alaikum
salam todi mado
Jao Yusfa
implementing na Jao
anyway mbe tentula follow mbe jela ila platform la kola because platform will see at a very platform will many alonko independent like that amansia because the jama bije ni la platform of follow ibalon na exactly platform tio fanga atabe box juma la kono kalon ne you have to be very independent at least inclination also so I'm thanking you for that because I used to follow your platform a lot.
Thank you.
And this is not my first time to contribute on the platform. But personally in terms for la Gambia no le ko ning election o manke chahan election ti Gambianol tol meta carte fayo la karola mol ka fo carte fayo from the first instance from carte o abuka fay.
Kola. Okay. Ate fanan jolon tambulle. Okay, hello Kola.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam todi
Mane sawo Italia.
Sawo ibirmintina.
Ala programme vraiment kuma ya ba telen.
Okay, bismillah.
Gal polo lena bot kubilim bi jele nga adama boro bula ala 5 years onyi ay timmande manna min bena ngade ala because ala dogo la le rewe.
Okay. So te amra muna na moli nyanta abulala 5 years soto side lafte campagne okay la candidate ole.
Sanyi ma yo 5 years do tan mitale. Sanyi ni 5 years onyi nyanda wala ka bulala ala dogo tim. Because abe dogo la definitely. Abe dogo la definitely Gambia fana democracy na ti ya jele Gambia be nyame Gambia be temburine peaceful ya jele molbe onyo bunya ya jele tani di jannele ila hakilo ka temburine exact ila family ngende afrikiye ikala da ole ila hakilo ka temburine jannelo so ngabula la mangati manena de fareta ngado samana ko de wande 5 years ye president wulindi amanna dogo ke Gambia be nyame sanjilu ngado sindi sanjilu ngado sindi banko bugo apuka dogo ke banko bugo dogo
okay
on ate bla sanji tan man na o timman da te ta modo ina nyon wa ke ko mo bana bondi anta swara ta be dogo la na bula e continue dogo la
okay
swara
okay abaraka thank you so much thank you. So you know what for President Barola support already. I'll call Kenan. Okay. Caller do fele. Hello, caller.
Hello. The call back is for Jao. Go call a Tarano.
Yeah, okay, mantam kotele bismillah. Sai will continue.
Yeah. So wala so carte o buka fay eke carte o dile. Ite lata candidate o menna eke la semboni la kangokta ya karfa wala ma. Ba on tol bete kunna state house ntol bete keno la president. So wol si la semboni la kangota ya do kundi ila nafa kama ila banko di yato ila nafa soto ye bo bata kono so dalilo mo wol so mbe gambianol dani la men la janni la carte o fay ni dun taw sansan kono wo candidate sol be nya ko no jibe ani nan e kan nay badu fo carte tol killing e nyante e kisi la e maril daji ko jibe e taranya banko kan e mun contribution leke banko e janni wolum e si ño botaje yana ila patio la ideology jibe ila patio ye agendal men lan de koytol be banko do kula wala nya ibete kangota mandila wala nya ibela na fulo ta mandila wala nya yewol kisi ya jibe ni atara woyete nya fa deni carte o fay o mari bari kana fay ka fo nyinna ko denen kare mu baade ngolti waranton denen kare nyolon ne waranto kare le diamuta nyente ba fay la kare ya hani mol nyanta tambila o tembola le sain adun to labanko wala mol batandi sanjitan lulu ani woro hani sain bedula klimonto pour ka mu fang akata problème odi o mol ka je ko ye la karfa menna ita ka je ko wala mansati e ka nyina ko itele do ko ta ya di wala o nyanta itela symbole tala ni la naflo ya do kundi pour ita banko dingola naf ha kama
yo Jamal fanan ka register
do wala en tol bat
Jamal ka register lanjuro katine bukatano carte fayola ko fo cartel bar mol min yalon ko e ka fon tata line o tole ha ndunta line o tole line o bisi tan tema wonya so min yalon ko e man son carte fayla ete amira minem brother mbatu mbe call back la nga call ala soto jang hold on ite hold on hello Kexx
now
Kexx me telephone clock ring live le internet of balantale completely malong yeah yam fatale le bi yam fatale le al sitano connection of balantale yam fatale lillahi Gambia no ko yam fatale
all right and thank you.
Okay yo hello ibi jela
meje
yeah dol katale doro ibukata carte fay ibuka time di ka carte fay andu carte ni ma fay repercussion wala bije jama ni man carte fay man la fi man saminna wala kata win jama ila fitaminna wakata lose le bawo ela carte kese kilimo dole ka falo konko ndama worenta la nyin carte kese kilimo te fatam ate fen falinna yemu yamar le soto wali
Binto wo ela carte kese kilimo akumata bake follow wo carte kese kilimo ni ajibe na loi bukoto simple majority lam hani me men dan carte kese kilim petla o sa kennole wo tambi hani atara mo jama ba ma fay wole ni carte kese tomal be la nyok atara mo jama ma fay wole so ela o carte kese kilimo akumata bake asi decision o kenole one fula ni o tambita ni de ko imanya soto imanta fay wala nyindi ko ite nafulo ikanafulo membe la nyokan ani ite la kango ite aje ko ite la kango aman kuma ila banko kan adu ite la nafulo ka mem bondi ka karfa man sakundama aman ima wori dal ya ke nyaawo nya bete ate ite fele so ite betula o batale kono burey adu ite man nyanna complaino kala kotanke because ite fan kango ima karfa moma nafulo nyin iko ya di momola akanyante ite fele amari ata mandi nyawnya akanyante amari fele ite law carte faya balia na akuma kan koto mo wolati so akumata bake mo yalon ko carte fayo kumata adun dol fanan ka fo tonyalam dino to ni ala men tambita bari alale nyin chance dila pour ye choice ke you understand alale chance dila alale o manta be dila pour ye choice keno adun wo Allah taala kilimo wole hakilo ke kunkono pour ni be choice kala ye mira karinin tema jumale sinin dogo keno itenin ala tema yeta yela carte ke so jolon woye yesa ila suwo kono kayra kono yela moy
Gambia no be la moy kay ko
wotumo ni
Gambia no be la moy kay iko ilaftara janni bita yela political ye candidate jamala endorse sabiwo kay last minute le bimba mo be nyini ngala endorsement wala iko
Binto nde candidate sol be jibe le killing adun wallahi billahi tallahi na korosiro nge be killing jibe le ngela manifesto read ibe UDP ngela 5 point agenda read le doy ngela ta manifesto read le GDC all these other parties nga read le bari ninga be korosi tonya modelo me yalon kon tanga jiki ko wala be tamano la banko kay mol bondi bata kono jang wala mu doy la ta agenda so wo sabu kama ndela carte ke so be jola na wolto hani atara dandante dam manne tala
okay congratulations so Saiwo momo call can endorsement all thank you so much thank you brother I have another 10 minutes. Thank you. I'll call can I'll calls be lanka nyokan I'll patient continue do I'll continue call can but call us all be dunkan nang bio Gambia de nimini yon call nang ka hame kela call ta bare bi call man sone ya tola okay brother se murun nan no
hello
no le kayema background be no siri na kote
Nko na dindi ngol ben fakande amola de
okay iko
sa nya la be normal le na
iko yeto fo kote ko the records
ya Abdoulaye le murun tanan ko rek fo am do sintale follow dun tanan fo sa fe ko nye fenke dun tanan
Abdoulaye
yeah okay yeah unko thank you very much accepting me back unko actually comme nga stop mun dan rek comme yalla election o comme si den kam fa modo fana make mention of it ko election be kala Gambia dingol le tema andu Gambia no lem Gambia ayalne so let's try and make sure that yalne election o nyinga ke kayra ko nga bo kayra ko nga fi because the problem is mbita fango fala modo e na par rafte election nana malo bina dundanteni na mol tema korke amna man jari wala jande mbita bem lola ka mol bane ka mol kajafi ka kuma jawol fo mole after at the end fango
nga nelo ya maromo e bar sai lafte ni den kalale mela endorsement moy andu bini momo e kol kenan jal nal meta ni platform moto jande sai last minute la mbela filal sai ni momo e kol kenan ali endorsement ke ali birmintin tada malate birmintin
ya te mona na
birmintin ibe jamala endorsement
non defanam Yeah, actually, muna nam fana man la fi kanta for because actually ndem molti mi anako mantra Gambia kono killing fulanjango I won't be able to vote. So
no problem.
Na dia mo be kelamin no let that dia mo lafta ka basement de wolen ka advocate for peace and tranquility na Gambia I see I traka ro kono. Wala ne yalla lafta ka independent janti follow ngaw ko nga yamaro dio karo to follow ten.
Yalla nako carte be diasporian o leguliola.
Diasporian no carte mantal wolo kay ndol fitina kurkuro be wonda malla ndol man tra carte fa
ani ndol ko kolle kan na mole encourage
bar ndol ko baramang yalla nin kan na mol ko nke yamar fanan ko ye ku kendo ke ya tamandi kulo ni bunya kama bar ndol diasporian na jube rek for ñim banendiral demal min ko audio bondi be mu diaspora en na to ñako andum ndol nata ando man ke jika kende ndol nata ñin diro la jande pour que murun Gambia ka ke Gambia fo o ote manani Gambia man tra ten ngoko na yamara ndol la ñin diro jangi na fa soto la bam aman na fa soto so wala na ndebe jam na ani ñima ani fen kendol dun kan jam na do mor kendol la jam na ko ma jam no after battle nak so ni wol man tar kayro nin ten ko kono kay still now ndebe sirin 6 kilo le kam malong at mate wato la
thank you
so that's it diaspora no nga katan num ning ku jawol ning advocating for other things and insinuating other things no bula nga katan no yalle Gambia nga mbele dentala momo mi mu Gambia dingolti mbele dentala fo imu fenke imamal wuluta nan Ghana le ban ko imamal wuluta bari ni mu Gambia dingolti and mi fenkolti it mbele dentala
Gambia kan be ani kuyala thank you for advocating for peace
and wojube dron tol ajube kamin ñini in diaspora either in the states or in Europe then ajube kamin ñini ngamaran ka citizenship nim kunya dol le ñini andum bela ferne nga sijan kay roko no bugala fi racism nim ku dol fontol ye how would you feel ndol black hole the same black hole walante jola walante man ni gon ka ko ite teninten o man ke racism tibam ndol da bango to ke ganyo nyango is worse than what we are calling racism between we and the whites. Actually I'm normal ndol nga ku sifa kele bakale birimbe mbetambela nang arab duld andu aku jaw li anyon jaw li lantol ye je mel ko fenko so mbe banko fenkol fana dan lantol e fana wo diaspora ne to alkantol kuma di bagoy boys ndo dan la alama sakunda ye sabari ndol nga kata ko ni yo le lana jan pour kata minani ci lola pour kana so te o gay man dol de barinte ni mistake kere foy ko eventer la Gambia ko fulalem de sign is either I be in the Gambia or I'll be jail because that o tara mode so sem
ekana ku for me along ko mazata lasa samana your way alaman tankala wala but ni hada madingo do makino yeah hada madingo do makino dame jombuka kuno wala eka tarajele yeah
Actually, that was just a sort of on a serious note. Actually,
they have that mentality that you just said. Yes.
No, actually, it was a it is a slip of tongue. So I missed it to Okumoto, but actually, boy ningol mako because yalle mo jamal le batata nan silo kam wululal ku jamal le ke yalle ana nyongol ni other things so yalle ate ni hala wonya ko yana ko jang yalle for the few minutes and fin ko yalle e bol mo yeta si because wala ni crime rate ni sunyaro ni fin ko be la fa mo la gabe because mo ne ko ra e jamal be sidi je man tara do ko lay man tara hani fenna so actually dol data point data sign yalle karabara ko kuetere la poso kono so ni rabara dulate kirenga non ko do te kirenga wala kan nongo dol sunyaro la
mbadua kana ali taraje kara kono me kola tala ya me kola
ibe kudol ke thank you very much
me kola do tala
call from
hello caller
yes hello
caller
yes ikamole
todi mado
de mod Lamin
Mboji Birminton now ifele Binto Media Network
yeah okay en tek dina non fola dameno dal mo be ente mo UDP supporter ati mobe al try nga karlo se ngadi usenda bola purna banko si paling no nyamenda banko paling stera bulikendo kon government o membe tamaga Gambia right now amanje government candidate corruption o membe banko kan siade lo so corruption wala ngi ndaka stop ndolo ganda dingol nga insecurity dali yere ganda dingol men ko se do wokino banko fon kangi wasi monter tala duma si lol because Gambia bimbe te moment is getting too much corruption is getting too much barola manza kunla kadale sita nimbi te mo ka kuma kundal fo mo le drong president mo ngena ko ke president ngene ka molu karanyo bala bar president mo ngene wade way daga ni diam le drong be la signal di banko ko mo correct
ite amana muna na Gambia no nyanta carte di la Bausen honorable
because Bausen okay honorable Usain Dabo bimbe te mo Usain Dabo asisino la bulletin pour la nyoka na ci America jang eta ci banku dur dunia kon adamo Gambia ko bara moje kabrina je 96 mo membe lo nga kambe fo mo de mol bu gaman du adi end of the day kana wolle be kede banko ka
okay
so mangi national wala Bausen be te mo membe bi ngenda karro fela nga fana jube banko bi ta bulo men
ala line o kunto tan laftan I detail dol oh boy hey last minute korot holla de yes mbe one more caller tala yo caller fele hello caller
Hello, Binto's Bandawa in Mbare Bedi.
Tony Mado.
Lamin Lom, me konto mo mga mbo mabala.
Wait, na Lamin Lom, na findo Lamin.
Nga benyadi do.
And yo okay, to ibirimintin na Lamin.
Yo, ndala fami fora olom ku kilin no amange fulati wala yo. Because molka to min complain about Gambia youth soul mantara man do post to alim fanan ka foko sate be kolear in something like that. Ku kilin dama min understand wolan ko for opportunity mantara Gambia wa mi alon ko Minister of Youth and Sport. Ebe youth soul empower kan. Youth soul bije mini alon ko mini ika fo mini ko deport na fa wol jama ba bije ke sambali ka mechol dila pri ke mechol karani boda je power puruka finance dila puri yela mecho yemin karam puruka dollar yele ano hani Europe ndolbe dami man sabi ka kodo sika aya di dindi ngolla o aya di youth soul la cash ndolbe wetu awdul we call a spade ika opportunity le create like yeta e karang ni tade karanta ni bota je so isina opportunity so the puri fana be fauna fala nyami so after fana mol fana ka foko kolea even Europe jam ka foko Adam Barrow nde I'm saying Gambia I don't know whether UDP lomba for NPP lomba for whatsoever ni me winte salon ale wara harje bari mol la kami understand wolon ko sate to do kula no in 5 years ani mo fon ni la fa bunkendo do kula ta bunkendo lola no in 5 years if you want a solid house especially a nation ika fa balu ko le atale ndol mimbe Europe jang 5 years balu wala price 5 years ago and now is it the same? Let's ask ourselves that question. Understand? 5 years ago, maybe Nika any Murosa, maybe 1 pound or 1 euro or whatever, be maybe Casa 1.5 or something like that. And Nika petrol mean for petrol price or Mankeko Alafar Africa da Mala, petrol price or Lafata, even in Europe.
Okay.
You understand? Ava fanan ku do fanan eka kudo fanan complain mi alon ko ba falako domoro la fatale domoro la price o kerete eka wall market la fanan jibe wall market fanan price o mantaro lorin dula kelin Gambia bi ka fende dano afange Gambia ka fengo be important nane so ita mari ita ka fengo fen so ita ka important nang even ma tiyo mi fange ka do ku Gambia ni senala yela tiyo do ku mi alon ko fango nyanta chipla ni wo price o serta mani boto ite amara Gambia no fanga be fanga ma ko kan ba o fe be fanga tora kan
Lamin sign
ha
ko Gambia leje sign lafte nyinin kala men lafta you campaign for Gambia ite amara mansa press candidate war wala be balototos at the moment malong for kudol bina falling in the last minute bao dol tata court le but sign at the moment we can say 6 le ni tebe yamar lo dila Gambia la development nying kilingo killing itebe mu yamar le dile ni mi wind
lonta well nda kun kilingo ni adara tebe yamar ro dila because ni opposition mi be kanani agenda dumala ni na tara be bal wada talala one be development o kala two be education o level mba official de la be dami be loptan bundal France onendila ñin dulami ka ñim bimbe mention abebi ka do kuno tilikiling everything goes by step understand so after fanan dunia fanan development o nin konko le kata even nin korda ni la falo la for example ibaka foko fengo fe yaso ya domo na amerika damandina domo damandi ma
so pour la fala mo kuto min bina sanji lulo kono ate hana relax doronga domando fo
definitely ning ala tema mom kuto min binana what the same thing this Gambian will have the same complaint they will make because you cannot make Gambia in the next 5 years you cannot do all this in the next 5 years it's practically impossible Tubabol be homeless in Europe how many years ago kabrin tol mumumur kunta kindera time African na fe Europe wala Europe develop but still some people are in Europe many along ko domoro mira problem food bank be dulato dami yalon ke ka domoro mol ka domoro tale ya keje pour mol mi man domoro so la bungo ko le ya college pour se penso ya dom o buka o man so Gambia so nimbe to nya fora do na to nya fo mo sita na mari ko mbe do ko kelala in the next 5 years I will make healthcare good I'll make the roads 100% I'll mbe domoro la price will jindilale definitely they just want your vote because they are just fooling you. Let's call a spade a spade.
So,
definitely because hani tubaru me mo tubaru ni pasul jo lafa e tax lafa e kamune lafa je 50 pence lom oro hani 1 pound fanga bikasi e kam mil lafa jo kan nganu mol ka o manage le compared to Africa mini alon ko tubaru la fana nganu hani Europe me mo Europe de ila balwo ikata loan nela even in angale la parliament all the time they claim that we need loan so in Gambia ka for it all they would not depend on loan how dunia jumal whereby more man lead come with loan
so Lamin ngela ka charge nyame lafta fola ka yamar la ko Gambian all we have to be patient
life being patient. If you rush onto anything, anything you definitely rush onto, definitely you will end up having a regret onto it. And there's no minimal
Thank you.
President, if it's me, let them give another 5 years. If the 5 years the individual don't do good, ala bondi je. Barka foko albe modo bondla je in the next 5 years amari binala minfa bole kala. Akal ni nile.
Thank you, brother. Mbe kola do fananta.
Okay, baraka.
Thanks. Mbe kola tala. Kola do.
You will end up having a
hello kola. Koma tala. Reduce the volume. Koma tala. Todi mado.
Okay. Ndala molamenti.
But be what the molamin told or walla canara, the malakul corosida. Fal ben set up candaba.
Yeah.
Okay, Mola agreement in being the Malabijang Nagesol connection or Koleata be back, but Alhamdulillah, wala nang line or Ilali, Pural Fanana, Atol Fanana Momentiana, Ali Kacha, Ali Gambian or Kacha. Bismillah.
Okay. Yeah, ndanga call correct puruka Gambianol Yamari Domandina. Yeah, especially me last call me along call about a call sign. Yeah, kakuma ka on be for about Gambia, in 5 years, or Gambia, for a peasant and all of that. Compare a lot, and in Europe, Abenyami. Okay. Gambia, I think we should be frank enough, Nkana fenje nga bankoja, whatever important.
Okay.
Yeah, because ni ajiwe politician or ke trust aka koleale tonya. But woman yana atina ko mimba kirim bankoka mol manyan na katandi nyola. Gambia 50 something years, over 56 years sign. What peasant Gambian or mim for say?
Okay.
Gambia bangundingo mi yalongo, nasi yada 2 million. Waitara exit over 57 years sign. Iko al peasant still. Every year na budget or minka for budget Gambia la budget to nga omwe. For Gambia to develop la noninga trago, we have honest leaders from time omi nambota tubabul bulokon. Because near Jube Europe ne binia for Gambia la cool kalafanya min ibe Kenya min molko la faro
Gambia corruption is a very serious issue. But the thing
is,
problem
since day one, believe corruption in Gambia is not going anywhere. And for corruption eradicate follow.
Community muntabarinketi. Ni itebe do kudula ibe manson lola ibe kwalkela nte fanga lon ko tonya mod laminde adela salary manyensi iyo ning monata yela ku fo ko corruption oleke nka fasa roleke wala tinna corruption o eradication o Gambia be koleala ite amiran tol nyanta mun jalale fayla pour nga nyin corruption o nyin tala katuni mola moma ka fole itolla moma nku
okay
so nyo fasa le bije
yes wala atina last time interview do lamwe and platform o do presidential inspirant Lamin Tabora I nim for ko critical changes okay wo ideal to me along is very solid but far but implement lan wala problem because for Gambia for politician or president o mi along ko abakela Gambia la president to fire wakil wo sifa lela pour ka Gambia ka muta ka transform no wo ta kelano ita o kelano because dictator ya ba kela nyame wala mindiko mol ya kuma fo itema min ya lon ko man kela supportalti ya kuma fo ma rek ya wuri ya nyapika
okay
ya mol kumandi journalist o mo interview I critical thing about you ya wuri ya nyapaka
okay
ya mol la democratic right of association or democratic right of demonstration ya all basis wala bakela ko something like dictatorship me along ko ita ko le impose mol kan ita man la femina and all of that but Gambia fonga politician president also to me along ko aballa fila ay bankoje ay ala dimbayal ni mo kotengol ay be kanyande because bi ni na da jube ndel Gambia bangundi mimba go Gambia eka president o jo ndu na fuaria la status fanabe nyami nga president ojo over 200 and something $1,000 is a month.
Okay.
Wo ketanya wo nata no nyaadi le and so sometimes in the book president of angodama blame I blame our National Assembly because sometimes fenkol depends all ka kelemini yalon ko man necessary but National Assembly ka approve them.
Okay.
And the government go ahead with it. You see the problem. So corruption o katara larim ban kenabale to mobe Kenya lakam from the top, from the president down.
Okay, thank you.
What about caring Gambia?
Yeah, thank you. Abaraka.
Okay,
abaraka. Saimbina soning endla mbe one call tala Alman nyon soto. Saimbe last minute le, aka we are on 1 foot now. Na siata lo kumfulalen sabanjango ngam fanje karte fayo kono. Altali alla karte fay. Hello caller.
Mbara Usman Bojan.
Bojan Ibirimintina.
Yeah, time the program of follow up interesting in back.
Abaraka.
Last minute Ross.
Abaraka.
Yeminfo is very important. Kajibe Jamal ben Mako la Jamal ben Nafala for the interest of the whole Gambian and people living in the Gambia. Niya Jibe Damandin Koma Damandin from Jawara style. I mean, nothing much were in place, but freedom was in Baluo Sonari in Gambia back. Jawara Bita, I could remember what I was very young, but I still remember money bought over $125, $30. Yeah, Jaminata, money bought, I could remember 1994 itself, before December, money bought about $125, $700. Shortage, working, more staff, whatever. I'm meeting Nyomi, is it? Before I'm the life, first Daga Choi, I stayed Dieko, Molbe Mani Boto Sanna $1,000. But still, we don't complain of anything. Okay, Adamala now was very unfortunate. A benta an crisis fanane benta nyola. I told America before Mbala America used to complain about the high rates of the high prices of the values of the items, petrol and whatever. But there's no solution. Imam Femnoje crisis level sabu. How about Gambia? Me along control book of fem produce. We need to discuss things in the Mineke Nola to make projects available, like rice farming fields of country, agriculture upgrade Nola nya dilam fanning a fence on the Mindundra world market na income way better which will change our life anyway. In Europe, don't be a bit
Boja jandi mbebula le continent lafta fenne lala kota amanga konkana mole fasa or anything. But I think nita betara jamani kilingoloto President Jawara o wato mano niaje President Jawara mano dabu kaser because na mole ka farado kwale. I remember nim mama wol be ka farado ko kele na serun ko mano nka wala fango tu nyinang nga wodom mano ka tara buntun kona so yaje ko o wato pour ka mano sannan nim na ke bale mano sannan suto le ka boto dundina pour mi yati na signol kana foko barakanta wala mano le mama wala fanka folo ka akanora la
dole ba fala boto ko na mano ko
yeto sifa bele satab. So what is out of the way?
Okay, I can add something to that. If you think of those days fully, what honey salaries man can be $300 is not. But expenses kadoya like a limitly in the sense musoming fakata faroro nabi na kamine la kumutai say na low ani low like an right. But B eka musu jamale tara low tabiro le bega fone kembo gaso. Nimbeka bo kela salary la kono sai musol ka mano min do kunu wato wo fanan ata case safely from buying rice isn't it
ani another thing ani another
generation le kenta more be civilized than yale bula
mbe bula le continue bare mbatu ngani squeeze je Jawara la time ntolu fanan ninta school o wato e ka tabiro ke school do mor kendo ka soto school eka konton tabi eka da samo dinnale har Friday ka keke kensango dinnale so ninta da school nka domoro kele fon kono e fanyi edible ni oncle Benz mano So I can't just put in
anin sardiñol.
Sardiñol, you know. So I can't just ko na kebal fanang ikatabang banu bungotole ka supply ota o wato munkundingo janin dugula bina latest manol ka soto and stuff like that. So I can't just ko aka presso fanan talale nin dimbale be buru ni jite buka worry content dindingol ka tutulungol le buka worry content but esa continue no wala mi jawara la time ti nkombe mo be remind no mini alon ko
that was caused by Jawara's humbleness to the whole world. Dunia bear respect. Everyone wants to help Gambia because they all knew Gambia was very poor country, a small country. They can't take themselves anywhere. They were giving us sponsors to sponsor all other sectors. Unfortunately, the second president was not able to communicate with international communities accordingly or how we expected. So if you happen to have a president like Adama, though fine, we all agree, but still he's able to come down to show his humbleness and democracy to people where his action is attracting the international bodies to come to our aid. Imagine from 2016-17 to now, how many donors are boosted in our accounts, in our communities. So if things goes like that, we may achieve many things that we needed. Gambia, we don't need to be harsh. We need to be patient. We help the government. In any other development countries, political banta, election or banta, opposition, genuine opposition comes together with the government. You can't do government. You can't do for your own, for the people, to show the people what you can do. Then we criticizing each other and the private life for the I mean, whatever nasty thing for the which will not take us anywhere. I think we need to be genuine enough to support ourselves, not to support the President Adama Barrow. No. Whoever support the government, you're supporting yourself. You can support him in many ways, advising him what to do, giving hands in what to do, even accepting employment. This is what we expect from our opposition or our intellectuals to come down together, join hands, we develop our country. Ntoli bijanne. Ikamina yelen ondinke hani foreigners ni nata je keki mundola polo school. Ni mele kamo yete la kamo kara. Ni la kamo mo ikamina ike yinen kalete ilafta minela. Ite ba fole fita ya. Any whatever ye ki mansa ya jo ye karan. Barita ko di dilel. Ni ipareta ibe inyoda agencies to ke push ye doko because ibuka le VC. Bari nga jibe fanan jamal lek employment ka jamanke government de. Biti ko mi eka sukuro ni mburo sanje wafir la min bije ni ba jo le ka jo through bank line le la ay tax jo min binala kela wero ku weri kula ita jo la bulo ko ni ba jo la ala wages le ba jo la le through bank line ay tax jo but Africa mo be sort of in system is very sad
so
ninka fako man saman do ko di man sabuka do ko di no mo be la in Europe 70% de la employment kake private sector leti. Restaurant do ko lom, school do ko lom, I mean warehouse lom, many places. Bari ita be jamale jala minga fo be government sector man sia. So we ntoli min be Europe ngala ka tama nyami, ntoli nyanta molu makole mi be bako ngatandila dunia ka tanya dile, dunia ka develop nya dile ngo foye nga na bango develop. Dunia banku man dia Gambia. But aware still. It's very sad to say.
So, Italy President Barrow have the opportunity for a second term soto. Ite amira iba niba ya marla abe mun sector abe mun fere le faila kasulo dolu topato as soon as possible.
I mean, Adama Barrow ninga chance sort of on na sita mbe min fly first. The most important thing in life is health, agri, and education. But you need to work no like nyadile, have an independent bodies, meaning they will be monitoring them. People who are not selfish, who are not biased, bias and ite badi ya jibe la momo yake wrong ye put inyanta tala dani because one man sama nyanda borol order la borol kam manke lopitano kono o ye system o yele jang lopitan wo lopitana nyatili wala pharmacie wala bijena manke bigi general hospital olti ni tata be prescribe lale ibitaw pharmacie wala te boro dila and wo borol ka audit le bari borol bina mbe ngaje ka nata le ngaje TV at the end of the day sama do eta nata ko mom boro so den prescribe le kata sang wala nyanta bola nyanta system ole falinna abe system of falinna nyaadi le minka tama jang hani maso to 100% but ninga so to 75% will be safe because more data tanola oversee treatment na but ninga good system also in place I think will help our poor people and farmers agriculture ye molu makoy kendeke to upgrade them like 12 months in a year or farming obe keno la mundola provinces GD mala bije masingoli nyinin non fonyo nyin kodi bab janjangol la ken item ni ka individually wolka happy la ni adin dalambe happy la ndefen fol but it doesn't help akalanyo kamba ya sanjora ngola nga samba eta bolon kono I do okay within 3-4 years ninka amma 50% rice le order abe jila le to 30 or 20 oy banko safely I system what me introduced I'm very happy with it amma health insurance I mean ise jara no ikende aringo ibajola damanding ate torala dan mbita private radio to mbita bilal be ba ibe publicly I mean inga ibule fong be banta iko ka go for million ya I mean it's not something good
yeah ntolla lopitano do libijang ila pharmacie ngol fong be lopitano lo kono so e prescription o safele ya fo eta duma o eta santo o eta du guluba mara la pharmacie ngo bije yeta e boro sanje and you ya be kesla kelon so thank you bojang thank you baraka mbela ino ye memuruna na koteke another weekend ngala ino ele jamin karte fayo be sila pour mo be se call ke la views ye nga kacha dorom ntolle tam nyimbang
yeah definitely your radio is sensitizing people a lot I wish from your connection also in Gambia whereby a program or Kataraje live Binto you know it from a value but definitely people value your programs too much.
Thank you.
Because all your programs doesn't go to parties, doesn't go to individuals, but it goes to the Gambian state in the development which is very encouraging. I'm encouraging you to continue.
Thank you.
Definitely. Alama ale sokairo.
Amen.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Yeah.
Amen. The last caller, Tala. Caller. Okay. Ala baraka almanyon soto. Nga vali ele ninga gesolu soto. Ni man connection o soto. Mbuka sunufang. Nka abuka nyafa ngodo. Because ngalo no katolo bijen. You guys will call. Mbela ino ele mbinala one of the days. Ngala ino ele just ntena tol doro. Ngala ino ele ngake conversation o. Woni mpareta mbo fana advertise la aliele. Yes. Ngala ino ele ngakacha. Politician all. Na presidential candidates all. Follow mo worale nga independent candidate sotole min keta Mr. Esa Falti nga NUP wala keta National United Patiti nga Lamin Demba soto nunja na login ta connection o mansom and we were grave into jang nenama opportunity soto ni toli akacha. So la fita nung niya kacha directly ay na yela call for bar connection o man na ala bar alawart jani o wato then nga sabanjang sot honorable Halifa Sallah jama ka fo la fita ya respect ya horma ya bunya doy muna tinna Gambian ol buke la message receive nkono nga Kexx sotonu wala pro asinana nga ko kacha ko take bare naga kacha jama ke wol fanam be duma je bare Kexx fanambe bisiring connection o fanam manson ali ya moy telephone auto nata koteke the fourth person wala mi United Democratic Party Honorable Usainu Dabo nim past 2 weeks so mini tambita ngadi one-on-one UDP doronel nga kacha kendo kaje nga Sehu Sedili Soto one of the Sundays nata muruntana nga Sehu Sedili Soto anala baramaba minketa Mrs. Olidiba Wadati a video fanambe dumaje al sitali o kacha nata nga MPP Soto mi yake 5 MPP na MPP Soto ni MPP fana kacha one-on-one wal ke jang campaign wal kete jang tol fana nata ala nata mako nga Saikou Marong Soto nun janne bi aya kata nyaonya ala se kase dote amanna dunno bar ngala kata ko ngaje nga tento connection was a problem nata nga Honorable Mama Kande fana Soto min keta GDC Gambia Democratic Congress ngetol fana Soto nun ja one-on-one nalta da video to dumaje nga kacha jamalike ndaw fang min nata janga represent jande nga Soto nun janna kachata ning fenka fanan kachata nga lawyer Martin fanan Soto nun jam wati tambita ma me bake o video fanan me dumaje atolle akata karte fayo felasit atolle akata nte dente ma akata de nte akatam fele ko nanyan tolem Gambia fanan na sulolem ko nte fanan me mulondin tangote janimbe diamla ngam fanyo faydula audio to why not timo in platform or create ngana nal ka kacha abe manke londot karambalo da fanan dol min bu kontrol fanan nse sino nato le kacha to londitiol ali nal ni mole kacha wala tinanga na padan kawat na padan keda na legacy kata minati ko hormone mbunya dol bu ka personal keja mawonya Soto ndefawla aka ndefawla panyebe farim personal kuwala kamodo la personal ta kala na panyeka alaman tankala aka alaman tankala wala nan to ngan nakacha be ke jang hormone mbunya min kan follow nal kan follow alien follow Facebook alien like alien subscribe YouTube alien na message share ndol be tarajan karte fighter mansaw mansanat alhamdulillah ndol solta kairo doronel mber sorendala be ala tentula be bulala noma nabe do kokar nabe banku do kokar Binto Media Network wolon tolla koti momo winda nyum worol kono ndolbe na kala sitilan tetole na domandingon na London teya na fuaria be bulala mari nomale kasini media to ja nka ko kacha mi yalon ka nyanto do kula banko kan image ima kalam ba kalam tandila mbal tentula mbali jayila bidi maso we can cutting alna nom ngana new so min create your vote your voice womanke patit womu analysis let me ngome be caring naltata na video toje last kunu nga Dabah Malik Soto concern Gambian nga lawyer Sadio Baro Soto ye ay cool fatam fancy nyele nanata citizenship la dual citizenship nomination o minitata court bulata party candidate le mini reject bulata killing noma nyela cool kacha mini atine reject mini keta inyanta mini kalanu nina reporter minketa jay jaloti abe non ground to ay fongo be explain alkana miss altaje aliya kachala mo aliya share alama ale near see next weekend na nte batala alta batala nte fanante batala nal manje jallugo minna al safon commence tallale ma la nyini barning ale son niola tanota nate kere hani alben tarra janne alien share alien mol kalamutande kombi janne isaje ko Gambia non atolo min kanajang nalaka kacajang isaje ko isalondo sotono isalon ko yara nyina kacata nyindula in karle tata Binto ni Media Network ay nyina fo ndefon hakilo no munas dual citizenship atolo yalo no kono inyanta o denounce mo wala num too much anduni ko Gambia no be by birth wala nyanta presidential is a run no as president. You are wrong. Kunu ngobe la kachaja. Ko city momo uluta banko can does not mean that they qualified. It is a kind of president of banko. So wakacha wakumpa kuwa alta wala ka chaje ala baraka for next Sunday almanyon soto jalia baraka abena sumandang alisa hakobo ninya kanajan ka kacha adama dingo mantim masakutu manyindo defa mo be sir nyal kala muso mantimma ya mo koleat kola sol min ka knaja ka kola sol ke ka kolke ka gesol min invite ni mo kuma fo mi yalon ka hadama dingo toram mbele yam fo danina ben fongla yam fo ala baraka aforike ya maro almanyon soto atol tamala almaje alwati almaje sone alalla atol mi munna brother sol tinna sister sol alnal do mandingol be wula almaje diala alma dafa nam fela tama dula jam alama man satalla kanan ke tunga frelt alamaje diala Allah hajobe kullo barke kono ala mari man satalla ya kende ma sone mi yalon ko man satalla ya mera ko wala bete yateto ay okay amanka koy hakilo tata fengo fenka man satalla nyanta wala jabile de hanide min bete yat amira ko min bete yate ko wala duwa ay wo jabindi ya alkana nyina sula alkana nyina kasukol di babe baluri ibabe baluri ibabe je o muske ba ka kol dan man kuma ya wati min buko ba e ka kol ya make sure ni sumia hani fen table ye do mandingo min soto ya kiye ya fa enna ine bembulu konni ya tala ya dia la be solo tuwal iba ayela dawda be birmintin na hakilo ka tare kanne ala baraka ala alkana Allah musol selenda Allah balkan yo Allah musol ali lolal dila ali ke bal ali ba palaso dila to falinna yo musol ala bitam musol mutaku ye ba muta ye ke ba muta bele wulu bela min ko ma ni wo babe baluri aba muta ala baraka mbal bulala sai amuruna nambela no one of these days. Thank you for watching. Alan share. La baraka.